This video is brought to you by CatBeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
Yo, what's good guys? This is Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com, and today we're talking about a brand new brand. They're called Q4, and you can visit their website over at Q4sports.com. But we're going over their entire lineup today, which includes these: the Millennium High, the Specialist, the 495 High, the 495 Low, and the Enforcer. Alright guys, so first off is my favorite of the 5 models. This guy is the Millennium. I've already started wear testing them in this black and blue colorway. I really like these on court. They were nice enough to actually give me this colorway too, which I think is the prettiest one that they've come up with as far as like the color scheme. I just think that these are super sexy looking. So big shout out to everybody over at Q4 Sports. I really appreciate it. Performance reviews will be coming separately. I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at what they are offering and all that stuff. And like I said, they're doing like a real soft launch right now, so some of the products are available now. Link is in the description box for anybody interested. So these guys utilize what they call compress, and that is their cushioning system. The entire cushion system was based off of a sea sponge, so it's very porous, got a little bit of bounce to it and things like that. And what they like about that type of cushion is that they can kind of like conform it to a player's needs. So if you're a low profile player, you're really low to the ground, you're quick, things like that, you use a lot of speed, what they're able to do with the compress cushion is kind of like firm it up a little bit so that you're still getting impact protection, but you're also getting court feel. And then they can also soften it up a bit. So for the bigger players cushion, they have a little bit more of an open-aired kind of system, which gives the foam a little bit more feedback, a little bit more bounce. These guys are full compress, so it's kind of like the bouncier setup, but it, for me, feels really great on foot. It doesn't feel like it's too bouncy whatsoever, and I think it's because of the midsole height. And then most of the models are pretty standard as far as traction is concerned. For this particular version, we have herringbone, and then you can see these little cutouts right here. Those are actually compression grooves and they're flex grooves at the same time. So it allows the midsole cushion to kind of expand throughout the outsole, and it does that right here in the heel as well. This is all foam, but the main portion of the traction is really nice, especially once you break it in. The first couple wears are a little bit slick, but afterwards they're really dope. And then the rubber that they use is also durable enough for both indoor and outdoor use. So if you're an outdoor hooper, this is going to be a really good viable option for you if you want something that's going to last. Now these guys have a mixture between synthetic and mesh uppers. Most of the body is actually made up of this really nice mesh, and then they have overlays in high wear areas and stress zones and things like that for additional support. So this whole medial side, it's like a really thin type of skin fuse, as well as on the toe for toe drags. But then they've beefed it up on the lateral side. This feels very thick. It's almost like a rubber type of feeling, and that's for a lot of containment on lateral moves. And they've also extended that in the heel area as well, so it's got a lot of containment in the rear. To me, this is kind of like their hyper dunk or their everyman shoe in their entire line, and I just really like these. I just think that these are really dope on court, and again, super comfortable. Now something that I really enjoy is what the shoes are actually made out of, not just the tack and the materials, but also the guts, the insides. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but inside there's a completely like blue liner that is on top of the traditional nylon Strobel board, and that's an additional layer of what's it called, Poron, something like that. Poron, is that it? I can't remember what it is. I'm pretty sure it's Poron or whatever, but it's a different type of foam layer, so it gives you a little bit extra cushion. And then their insoles is something that they just don't cheap out on. This is actually like the best insole I think I've gotten since the old school like polyurethane insoles that used to come on certain Jordans and Adidas models. And the entire thing is an Ortholite sock liner, which is great. It has an additional EVA crash pad at the heel. Again, really awesome. And they all come with built-in arch support made out of TPU, which is like, I've never seen that on almost any shoe. I've seen it a couple of times in like the old Jordan 2011s, but those were actually drop-in midsoles, so they installed the shank on the bottom of it or whatever. And then the Air Jordan 18 had a full-length carbon fiber one. That was super sick. But other than that, I don't really see this ever, so the insole on these guys is really dope. A lot of quality goes into this shoe, which is surprising for a brand new brand. So these guys are the 495 High. It's my least favorite looking out of the whole bunch as far as visual appearances. does, but it's got some really great materials on it. They still come with the same insole setup and the same pour-on liner, which is great. And then the forefoot area right here is compress, which is their cushion system. And then the back area is a little bit firmer. And then these guys have a full-on herringbone outsole, lots of flex grooves. There's a pivot point and all that stuff, and it's broken up by this shank. And then these two areas right here that you see that are white, those are actually the foam midsole itself. So again, a lot of compression going through while you're wearing them. Now the upper on these guys here has an external heel counter and then a fuse rand. And then the entire upper right here is made out of a kind of like jacquard knit, which is really interesting with like a neoprene tongue and all that stuff. And then the lacing system is very similar to the Air Jordan 13 and 14 and 15, where it's inside the shoe. And what that does is it allows the shoe to really cinch up and adhere itself to your foot a lot better than a traditional exterior setup. These guys are ultra high top, and then inside there you got that kind of like dog bone ankle pillow right there, which I like. And that pretty much takes care of the 495 high. Again, not my favorite visually, but the low top version, the 495 low, I am in love with these guys. These things look sick. Something that I find interesting is that the tongue is very short and everything, so a lot of people always complain like, oh yeah, the tongue's too tall or whatever. This one, it just gives you just enough to where you're getting a nice comfortable fit right around that area. Now something that I will say is that these two shoes do not fit true to size. They run really big, so at least a half a size down. If you're a wide footer, go true to size and you should be fine. But this guy right here is too big for me. I'm actually going to be giving these away along with these as well. This is the low top in a black and yellow, and then this is the high top in like a white, black, and blue. Both of these are a size 9. To me, they fit like a 9.5. I will be giving them away. How? Not sure yet. Stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll let you know. But yeah, these guys I just really like. They're super lightweight. The synthetic rand around the midsole, it doesn't bother me because I don't really like that type of material. Fuse is not my favorite, although I do accept that it works and it's durable, so it has its benefits. Everybody has their own personal preferences with materials though, and the upper here is what I really like. So having this around the mudguard area doesn't bother me, just because it's like, it's there, it works, it does its job, but the stuff that I really like is what's kind of like attaching itself to my foot, which is cool by me. Now this is the Enforcer, and this guy here is, majority of it is synthetic, and then it uses the same compress tooling, herringbone outsole, all that kind of good stuff. Again, all of their shoes are really durable, like the rubber itself, so if you're looking for an outdoor shoe that you're not going to burn out in a couple of months, you might want to actually like take a look at these guys, because the stuff is nice and firm. I like it. Same quality insole on these guys as well. All of their shoes, like I said, they are made just like that. I don't know why, because that's something like a lot of people, not people, but brands will skip out on little things like that, like the insole, but they don't. They put a lot of their effort into it, and I think that is appreciated, by me at least. Now these guys have mostly synthetic upper, and then the mid panels are what they call ultra vent, so it's just kind of like really vented areas, like you could see through it through the shoe and stuff like that. And then it has a little bit of a knitted upper right here, but it does feel like it's backed by something. Feels like it's almost fuse, so it's not like the most flexible or anything like that, but it will be a very durable shoe. Like, this is one of their cheaper options, so this is going to get you a shoe that's going to last throughout most of the season. And one of the things that I really like though is that these guys are heavily padded right here in the ankle area. It feels really, really nice on foot. And last up is the Specialist. This is actually their cheapest option, and I really like these. These actually fit really nice too. They fit a little bit short, but it's perfect for me. So if you are wanting a little bit of extra wiggle room, you might want to go up half a size on these guys. These guys fit true to size, by the way. I forgot to mention that, as do the Millenniums. But yeah, these guys are made of the ultra vent areas as well, so it's mostly just fuse and then some mesh areas for ventilation. And again, even though I don't like fuse, this one right here, I like the way that it feels on foot. There's like nice flex zones and things like that, so I like that. Even though it's a firmer material, it doesn't feel like that on foot. And they got the external heel counter. This is the same tooling that was used on the last model, so these two actually share the same exact midsole and outsole setup. The guys over at Q4 actually flew me to LA, and they showed me a lot of their cool stuff that they have behind the scenes. I got to go to their HQ, check out more colorways of the shoe, not only in actual like product form, like the finished product, but they showed me a bunch of their samples as well, which is really sick. I love seeing sample stuff because nothing's ever the same as the actual retail version. They showed me a bunch of cool stuff that's coming up that I'm not going to be able to talk to you guys about or show you, but there's one model in particular. It was a low top. Man, I was like, I wish that I could have pulled them like right off the screen and just rocked them right there, because they were dope. And then they showed me a bunch of team colors in all of these shoes as well, which I thought was really sick. I really like the Dubs colorway and the Kings colorway. I just thought that they were really awesome. And that is everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Q4 Sports for sending these guys out there. I greatly appreciate it. Again, this is my favorite kind of like looking model. It's also my favorite performing. These guys are getting kind of beat up already, so, well, they're holding just fine, but there's like scuffs and scrapes, normal shit, you know what I mean, like battle scars. But I really really like these guys on court. I'm alternating between these two guys right now, so I'm gonna get these two reviews out first and then I'll go with the rest of them later on. And again, these guys I'm giving away, both size 9. They fit like a size 9.5 in my opinion. These guys I wore for a little bit, so they're a little bit dirty and stuff. These guys are brand new, dead stock, never been worn. So if you were interested in trying to obtain one of these guys right here, I'm gonna make it as easy as possible. What I like to do is take a lot of my old WearTest shoes and I'll put them on the WearTesters shop, WearTesters.com/shop. It's all first come, first serve, all that kind of stuff. So whoever's the fastest to kind of get that in their cart and check out, that's kind of how it works. I'm not able to make shoes at a $0 balance for some reason, so I always have to put them at like a penny or whatever. I do this every once in a while. I'll get rid of like 30, 60 pairs of shoes and all that stuff on there. They'll either be like super under retail or they'll be literally like a penny and you guys just pay for shipping. So both of these guys I will list tomorrow, which is a Monday, and I will put them online right around 5 p.m. my time, and I'm on the West Coast, so that's going to be 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. There will be on there for a penny. You will pay for shipping, and it's only going to be for those of you guys that are in the US, so sorry about that if you're international. International shipping is like really expensive, and I don't want to have to charge everybody if you're just getting like a free shoe, you know what I mean? Like 10-15 bucks isn't a big deal. So that's pretty much it. That's how the giveaway is going to go. Like I said, it's the simplest and fairest way to do it. Whoever has the fastest fingers, that's who gets them. Also, if the same person is trying to buy both of these guys or check out with both of these guys, I'm going to decline both of them because I want 2 different people to get these. Hopefully whoever gets them actually needs basketball shoes, because that's why I do the whole like give them away for a penny thing, because I know that it sucks sometimes having no money and you need new sneakers. So that's why I do it. Hopefully people that do have sneakers and have funds to get them don't take advantage of it. I have no way of knowing this. You know, I just got to put my trust in you guys and hope that you guys don't take advantage. But that's what it is. Again, they fit like a 9.5. So if you wear a 9.5, maybe even a 10, you might want to go for these guys. Monday, 5 p.m., WearTesters.com/shop. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all your support. Let me know what you guys think about Q4 sports. Again, if you're interested, I will leave a link in the description box below. And until next time, guys, have a good one.